Hello and welcome to Storytime with Auntie Vina. Today's book is Little Rocket Special Star and it's by Julie Sykes and Jack Tickle. Isn't that a great name? Tickle, 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 tickle. I like it. I'm being silly. So let's see what happens with Little Rocket's Special Star. Have you got a drink? Have you got a snack? Then let's go. Little Rocket and her dad, Big Joe, loved looking up into space. They loved the dark sky and the stars that sparkled high above them. It was nearly Big Joe's birthday, and Little Rocket wanted to give him something very special. I know, she thought. I'll give Big Joe a shiny star all of his own. Now let's have a look. So there's Little Rocket. And there's Big Joe, and there is the big sky with all the stars. Little Rocket waited until Big Joe was busy. Then off she set into space. Up, up, up she flew until high above her she could see something small and glittering. I found one already, cried Little Rocket. There's my star for Big Joe. But when she got nearer, oh, there she goes. She is off. She has seen her bright sparkling star and she is off. But let's see what happens when she got nearer. She found it wasn't a star at all. It was Satellite Sid circling the Earth. What are you doing so far from home? Asked Satellite Sid. I'm looking for a star for Big Joe, said Little Rocket. You can't take a star from the sky, Satellite Sid warned her. It will lose all its sparkle. There's Satellite Sid. There are thousands of these up in space right now. Satellite Sids and Sarahs and Sarahs and everything, all bubbling about in the sky. But Little Rocket was so determined to find Big Joe a star that she didn't believe him. You're wrong, she cried, and off she whizzed again. Little Rocket flew higher and higher until suddenly she saw something winking in the darkness. A star, she cried, flying quickly towards it. Only when she got nearer, there she is, zooming off towards what looks like her star. She saw it was only the sparks from Sammy's shuttle's engines. Hello, Little Rocket, called Sammy. Do you want a race? No, I don't, said Little Rocket. I'm looking for a star for Big Joe. You can't take a star from the sky, said Sammy. It would leave a hole. There's Sammy. And all his sparkles. Look at his sparkles. If I do that, you can see it sort of looking all sparkly. Let's see. Little Rocket thought Sammy was mistaken. No, it wouldn't, she cried. There are plenty of stars in the sky. No one will miss one. And before Sammy could argue with her, Little Rocket zoomed on her way. She hadn't gone far before she spotted a tiny flickering light. A star, she cried. But as she flew closer, she found that looks like a space station. And that looks like another rocket sort of thing. And there's our Little Rocket. It was only Andy the astronaut's torch. Where are you going in such a hurry? You nearly knocked me over, called Andy. I'm searching for a star for Big Joe's birthday, Little Rocket told him. You're far too small to reach the stars, said Andy, laughing. Look at Andy bubbling about up in space. I'd be kind of like scared being in space, but other people love it. And it must be amazing to be so far and you look back and you can see the whole planet Earth. How crazy would that be? That'd be so cool. I'm not too small. I've flown to the moon and the stars can't be much further, boasted Little Rocket. And with a whoosh, she flew faster and faster until she reached the moon. On its surface, she could see something glimmering. Is that a star? She wondered. But as Little Rocket flew nearer, she found... There she is, whizzing to the moon. Let's see what she found. That it wasn't a star. It was her best friend, Whiz-Bang, stuck in a crater. Hang on, Whiz-Bang, she called, landing beside him. I'll get you out. Little Rocket tugged, and she pushed, and she pulled until pop! Whiz-Bang slid free. I've hurt my tail, he wailed. I don't think I can fly. Little Rocket wanted to carry on looking for Big Joe's star, but she knew she couldn't leave poor Whiz-Bang. Don't worry, Whiz-Bang. I'll help you get home safely. That is a very good friend. Poor Whiz-Bang. What would Whiz-Bang have done if Rocket hadn't come by? Whiz-Bang hung on tightly to Little Rocket's tail, and they were soon safely on their way. They flew past Andy Astronaut and Sammy Shuttle and Satellite Sid. They are whooshing on their way back home. There they go. Until at last, they landed with a bump beside Big Joe. Wherever have you been? He asked. And what has happened to poor Whiz-Bang? Little Rocket told him about her search for a special star and how she rescued Whiz-Bang instead. Well done, Little Rocket. That was kind, said Big Joe. But I'm glad you didn't bring me a star. Stars are lovely, but they belong in space, where everyone can enjoy them. Anyway, I already have a little star. You do? Asked Little Rocket. Yes, said Big Joe. There they are, bringing Whiz-Bang home safely and seeing Big Joe waiting for them happily. It's you, Little Rocket. You are my very special star. Oh, that is beautiful. And you are all my very special stars. Because you're all fabulous. And that is the end of Little Rocket's journey and our story for today. Oh, wasn't that a nice one? So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to check the description box and join on Instagram or Facebook and subscribe so you can get the next story as soon as it comes out. I can't wait to see you. Until next time, Storytime with Auntie Vina. Take care. Bye.